Boom. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday. We're going to start it off. Someone's already got it going. Can you hear us okay? Thumbs up? Perfect. So we're just starting out with marches. Taking the knee up for 30 seconds. Now someone's starting to do it. We're going to go to a nice little hold. Get a nice little stretch of those quads for about 30 seconds. Keep going. Keep an eye on Adam. He's my good model. What's the time? Good. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2. I'm going to face you. I'm going to get a wide stance of those legs. I'm just going to shift from one side to the next. Pushing the ground away with this leg. Getting a stretch in this groin here. Coming back up. Pushing the ground away with this leg. Trying to get a nice little stretch in that long leg right there. Come back up. We're just going to shift from side to side. Try to go to your score. Oh yeah? Yeah. So they had poops that day. Hey, yeah, that's all over the head. So we had the poops the other day. Get a sick kid for a few days. All right, yeah. He's there. I got my stomach for it. All right, my friends. I'm just gonna face this lady, give you a side view. We're gonna step forward, push that hip forward, turn to the leg that's leading out front. So I'm gonna twist to my right leg because my right leg out front. I'll bring it all back together. Step back to my left leg out front, push my right hip forward, twist to the left. So whatever leg is leading out front, you're gonna twist towards that side. You're looking for that nice little hip flexor stretch. Keep going. You go for about 10 more seconds to get one more on each side. Good. We're going to go to that nice little inchworm position. So you need a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Just walk it out real plank. Come on down, nice little push-up position. All the way down to the ground. Push yourself back up. Legs stay straight. Walk your hands back towards your toes, stand up nice and tall. Do that again. Let's go for 30 seconds. So we're doing these. Up and down. There's it. Last one here, guys. Let's give ourselves a big hug. We're just going to open our arms up, and we're going to give ourselves a nice little hug. Open it up, hug it out. Oh, you are? How's that? What's it? I'm sure. That's always been something I want to do. Yeah, it's cool. So it's more fun. For sure. Got it. All right, 3, 2, 1, shake him out. We're going to take a step to this side of the room. Bring those arms up overhead. Everything comes back down together. So we're going to do a modified jumping jack, basically. Step out to the side. Now we're just getting the arms move, the shoulder blades move. We're just going to go nice and easy. Side to side. Get those arms all the way up overhead. Really reach with those arms. Get those scapula move. That's really what I'm interested in. 30 seconds. Funny enough, my shoulder's already warm. Maybe I'm trying too hard in that category. Last one, and rest. Good, shake them out. Excellent, my friends. So we've all started off with this nice little calf exercise. We're going to start from that ground today and work on that lower part of our legs. So we're doing those calf raises using a wall or a post. That part's up to you. So let me show you the quote. Let's let Adam show you. He's going to lean into that post, get his body about 45 degrees. He's going to get that soft bend in the knees like he's going to squat down. So go ahead, squat down, go with his knees. Now let those heels go off the ground automatically. He's just going to bring those heels up as high as he can and then bring them back down. But he's not going to let his heels drop after that, okay? So that's going to be our movement, nice and easy. Keeping that nice bend in the knees, even at that bottom position here. All right, so you guys are going to go for 15 seconds. So there you go, Jake. Good. Soft bend in those knees now. Now bring those heels up as high as you can. Get up on those toes. Drop those heels. Good, just like that. You're just going to go for 15 seconds there. Get a good peak contraction. Excellent. And now, so you're going to try not to let those heels come all the way to the ground. So get a bigger bend in your knees. Like you're going to squat down. There it is. Good. And all the way back up. There it is. Good. We're just working that soleus. Perfect. And then we're going to rest there. Now we're going to go to that lengthened position. So now you can get those legs nice and strong, my friend, nice and long. If you did nice and long last time, then we can work on that bend in the knees, okay? So now we're going to go for 15 seconds, nice long legs in 3, 2, 1. Try to get that peak contraction all the way up as high as you can, and then back down without letting those heels hit the ground, right? If your heels hit the ground, walk your feet backwards so you're leaning into that wall more, right? And maybe you just have really flexible calves and Achilles. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go to those around the worlds now. So we're going to go back to that original position with those knees bent, feet just underneath the hips. So we're going to walk the feet in a little closer together. And now as we're down, we're going to have that big bend in the knees here, right? He's going to go all the way up on his toes. He's going to slowly go out to his pinky toes. Watch those knees bow out as he does that. Good, and he's going to come back to where he started from. He's just going to reverse it and drop the heels once he comes back in. Good. He'll come up, oops, around, and back. Keep it going, brother. Look at that bow in the knees as you go out to the pinky toes. You're going to go slow, one toe at a time, out to those pinky toes. Reverse it from there, come back to where you started from. You go for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, finish out your last breath and shake those calves out. Good. Now, from there, we're going to go into like a nice little hopping position now. So we kind of messed with this the other day, and we just kind of do a nice little hop. So we're going to start feet just underneath the hips. Okay? Everyone knows how to do these. We're just going to go for 12 seconds now. Just a nice little hop. Just all in the ankles, not a big bend in the knees, right? So legs are going to be straight as possible. And we're working on those calves and that little firing and get that nice feeling going on. 3, 2, 1, 12 seconds. Let's go. Flip those ankles. If you're feeling like you're really warm there, you can go for a little bit more height. Okay. We've got 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Good. He's going to split his feet. Right foot's going to go from the left. Now we're going to ask more out of one side than the other. We're going to go in 3, same thing. 2, flip those ankles. Let's go. 12 seconds there. Beautiful. Keep those feet split. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, shake them out. We're going to take about 15 seconds off. And we're going to put the opposite foot out in front now. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, let's get it going. Good. Three, two, one. Now I'm going to ask you guys to do a real different thing now. So we're going to stay hopping in one place. So now we're going to hop around, do a 360. Once we get back to the front, we're going to hop back around, do a 360. So now it's just looking like this, right? Small ones. And then once we get to the front, we're coming back around. Okay? So hop around, hop back around. We're going to go for 12 seconds. So now we're getting different angles of those ankles moving. Okay? We're also changing directions as well. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hops. Take your time going around in a circle. There you go. Good. Take your time. Bring it back around. Got 3, 2, 1. Finish out your last circle and rest. Excellent. Good. So we're going to kind of work on some athletic movements today. We're going to work on a hop and a catch. Okay. So we're going to work on just hopping forward. I'm going to show you what it looks like in the front view. And we're going to hop forward. We're going to load that hip, right? I'll show you from this side. Load and catch, right? So it's a walking motion. It's a walking, you can think of a jogging motion, right? So we're going to do a hop and a catch. And you can go as big or as small as you want to. Obviously, if you're not feeling comfortable, you're going to sit into it and keep both feet on the ground at all times, right? And we're working on dropping that hip back as we do that. If you're feeling more comfortable, you can do a hop and a catch. Hop, catch, load that hip, return back when you started. Hop, catch, but let that butt drop back. So for you guys at home, so we can see, you want to see the side view of you guys. So turn sideways for us, okay? And all we're going to do is 8 hops and catches. If anyone wants to try it, you can do it. You can be my demo model. So we're just going to go hop forward, catch for 1, and work his way back. Hop, catch, work his way back. For 8 repetitions, hop and catch. Notice how he drops his butt back there. Let your butt drop backwards as you catch. Good, Denise. There you go. Excellent. Let that hip absorb that shock of that body jumping. Let that glute, yeah, the chest is going to go forward some. Good. It's also a deceleration. If I had to change directions and go chase your kid, stop. And we had to change direction and go backwards. So we're just going to go to that 8. And then we're going to go to the opposite side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Hop, catch, and walk it back. Hop, catch. Good, my friends. We're going to work in 3 different motions here. We're going to work in the frontal plane, the sagittal plane, and that transverse plane, just for this motion here. They're all athletic performances. They're all daily life motions. They're all functional movements. Think about what that ankle has to do. Has to hop and has to catch, has to stabilize. So does that hip. So once you know what that 8-1 Adam just finished, he's going to face the camera in a moment. Okay. And now he's going to face me, and he's going to load one side, and he's going to hop and catch laterally. And he's going to load that opposite hip, hop and catch the other way. We did these the other day with him. Now, again, if it's too hard to do that one, just step, right? So you're going to show the step. Oh, yep. And just work on dropping your hips backwards. He'll show you the side view now. Now watch his hips and drop back. His chest comes forward, his butt goes back. Okay, chest goes forward, butt goes back. Now if you pause that, what are these workouts that we do? If he would just touch the ground with his hands, that's that single leg deadlift that we do, right? So it's the same motion that we do. So we perform these motions with weights. Now we're doing with just body weight. If you were to play a game, face the camera again, and he needed to go laterally, get a lateral move, that's him just trying to get out of that way sideways. You have to go chase your kid, you have to get away from a car that you're walking in the city, These are all motions that we do automatically, right? So we're gonna work on that hop and that catch. Okay, we'll work on that turn in just a second. Here's a 7 head of the game. Yeah. So now here we go. We're gonna go 8 hops and catches to each side. In 3, 2, 1 hop and catch. Drop those hips back. Let that chest come forward. Think about that deadlift that we kind of get into. But the chest obviously isn't going to go all the way to the ground. We're just going to think of back's going to be 45 degrees from tall to about 45. Adam's going to pause in a second. And look at that. Back's about 45 degrees, if not a little bit higher. That's okay. Whatever works for you. Everybody's body's set up slightly different. Good. And keep working that deceleration. Let those hips, let the quads work on that deceleration of it, right? Work on that stabilization. Good. Rest after you got that 8 on each side. Now, he's going to start facing the camera. Okay, he's going to hop, but he's going to rotate 90 degrees. So let's just start off with a walk. Think about if he was just to change directions and face that way. So he's going to step and turn, right? He's always going to land on that foot that he steps with. Good. Take one foot off. So step, catch, right? And that's all it is. You're just changing direction. We do this every day in life, right? And so now you're always going to return facing Adam, okay? And now if you were to do a bigger one, if you wanted to get out a little quicker, it's a bigger hop and a catch, right? Same movement. It's changing directions as if we're playing basketball, if you're playing with your kids. So always start where you finish. So just 90 degrees. So Allison, you're going to start facing me. Always finish facing us. And you're just going to turn 90 degrees. Perfect, just like that. And then return to where you started from. So you're always going to hop to that one side. We're going to hop to your right 8 times. Hop to your, and always return back to where you started from. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hop and catch. Good. Return to where you started from. Go to that same side. Hop and catch. Go to that same side. Good. Same movement. Now, once you start feeling better, bigger steps, Denise. Okay. I think you're coordinated, plenty coordinated enough. There you go. Good. And notice how you have to use your body more, your torso, to help stop you. Those are the things that we have to get better at, even as we get older, because we don't do these movements as powerfully as we used to, right? We used to do this every day in life, playing tag as kids. Good. And it's getting good at moving in all these directions. Good. Finish out your 8th one. And then we're going to go to the opposite side. In 3, 2, 1. Let's hop to the opposite side. Let that chest drop down. Catch ourselves. Let that hip stabilize us. Sylvia might need more room because she got some big old hops. She's going to run to the wall. Nice. Good hops. Start trusting yourself a bit more. Can we hop a little further, an inch or 2? Or do you want to challenge by jumping a little higher? And we're just going to get that 8 on one side, 8 on the other side. Once we're done there, we're going to take a little breather. Nice job, guys. All right. Shake them out. So little foundational movements we do. We do forward motions, walking forward. You do things to the side, right? Then we're going to do things hop and catch and that turn rotational movement too. So very functional things to do, whether it's real, everyday life activities and or in sports. So you roll into that stuff like more runs, et cetera, but we just have small spaces, so it's all ready to do. All right, kids. So now we're going to roll into getting some more weights involved. So we're going to start off with your bands, hip bands. Okay, hip bands. We want our bands over here for our walls for our pal-off presses. And if you don't have pal-off press, we're doing side planks. Okay, and then we're also going to want a weight. Also a weight involved as well. Mid-size would be great. But let's start off hip bands just around our knees. Okay, so you're going to put them on. Once again, the higher they go, the easier it gets. Because if you look at The higher it goes, the narrower it gets. The lower it goes, the wider the legs have to go too, right? So shoot out, yeah, girl, get your dance on. Huh. I like your style, Sylvia. You got more rhythm than me, though. All right, we're gonna think athletic performances for right now, okay? So we're gonna think about stepping out 45 degrees, and we're gonna work our way towards you. Step out 45 degrees, work forward. Step out, try to break that band. But as I break, don't let this knee come in yet, okay? Keep it steady. Steady leg here, break, and then pull it in. Steady back here, pull it in, okay? You're gonna work your way up, work your way back. Good, think athletic movements, break that band, step out hard, boom, break it, good, step out quick, good. Now, once you get to the top, you're gonna work your way back. However far you can go, work your way back. You guys are going for 20 seconds here. We're gonna get those glutes nice and warm, wake them up. 3, 2, 1, very nice now. Excellent. Now we're gonna take lateral movements, okay? Big steps out to the side. Same ones we've done. Push the ground away, bring the feet back under. Push that ground away, bring it back in. Okay? So think quick, bring that leg out. You're going for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Break that band. Yes, good, Sylvia. Good, Allison. Quick on the way out, bring it back in slow. Quick on the way out, bring those feet back under you nice and slow. Drive that leg out. That's it, good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Laying on your backs now. Okay, laying on your backs. Give us a side view, sir. Excellent. So we're going to need that bridge position. Think in bridge position here. Okay? Feet, heels are going to go just outside your hips. Keep those bands up, just above your knees. There you go. Lay back on your backs. We're going to drive those hips up to the ceiling as high as we can, extending through those hips, right? Extending through the hips, breaking that band as we go up. 2 times, 2 times. Bring those hips down, and then bring the hips back up. Break the band 2 times in the top position. So think about where he's at now. He's in that position. Now, keep on going. It's the same idea as if I'm here, right? That's that position we're working on. It's a jump position. We're extending through the hips, but we're just using the ground to help us out. It's that extension through the hips. If I were to stand up, same idea. We're loading those hips, making those work for those glute bridges. So that's the same idea that we're working on. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take it out. We're going to stand up and do the thing one more time with that hip band. I'll give Adam's glutes a break. Now I'll play a little bit. Let's just keep going. Okay. Yeah. He says it's good. All right. 20 seconds, standing up, thinking 45 degrees, breaking that band. We're going to be quick on that way out. So everybody's standing up. And 3, 2, 1. I'm going to break that band, bring it back underneath us. Break that band, bring it back underneath. 45 degrees out. I'm going to go 4 steps total, 4 steps back. On the way out. Break it. One more time on the way back. Good. Take a breather. 20 seconds there. We're going to do lateral stances now. So we're going to work our way down. Let's go 2 to the right. Work it 2 on the way back, just with a limited space available. Here we go. We do that nice athletic stance. Then we're going to take off for a run. 3, 2, 1. We're going to step laterally, bring that in. Break it. Break it, right? Go out quick. Go out quick. Push that ground away. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, back on your backs again. We're getting an extension to those hips, right? We're just taking the feet away, and we're using the ground to kind of isolate. So heels just outside of his hips. In 3, 2, 1. Put tension on those bands. Try to get hips up. Break it 2 times. Come back down. Up. See you, Allison, with the weight. Nice. Try those hips up. Full extension. Break those bands. Oh. Getting warm, let's get a toasty. 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's stitch the band. All done with that. Push it aside. Grab your weight, whatever one you want. You're also going to want, potentially, if you want to make it a bit more challenging or easier, if you go either way, do like a medium step for all of us. So we're going to start off with my right foot on top of the bench. I'm just going to put my toe there. You can use your couch. You can use an ordinary chair, something that's stable. Okay? I'm going to go to that 45-degree position here, and I'm just going to row. Keeping that core nice and tight. So we're going to move to that upper body now. So even though I'm rowing, that standing leg is doing a whole lot of stabilizing in that position. So once again, I'll put my toe up. My shin is vertical at this moment. My front leg is just standing. Now I'm going to get a slight bend in the hips. That's that deadlift position, right? Flat back. I'm going to drive my elbow up and back towards my hip. Back. And I'm just going to row. So we're going to do that motion in just a moment. We're going to go 30 seconds per side. So think about that standing leg is doing a tremendous amount of holding and stabilizing just in that one area. Okay. Now, if you don't have a bench, you can bring that foot back here and just put your kickstand down here, right? If you're too good for that, bring that leg all the way out, stabilize, and then row. So the bench is kind of like a medium, moderate, middle ground, I guess, for like the exercise. That's what I'm looking for, hierarchy. Obviously, you have one peg if you're bouncing this on one leg. We're going to go for 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3. I'm going to show you the hard one. I'm going to go modified. 3, 2, let's go. I was going to say, Adam puts his foot up. No leg. Oh, no leg. I see. There you go. So now it's just a unified. I still have 2 points of contact, so it makes it a little easier for me. Now, if he gets too challenged, you can always put his toe down. Feel like that hip's too loaded. Three, 2, 1. Shake out that hip. Woohoo! We'll take about another 10 seconds. We'll switch out that leg. 5, 4. I'm going to put my left foot back, the legs in my left hand. Let's go. Bow down. Back 45. Get a nice row. The lighter one, you get a good squeeze up top. I'm going to take a look at you guys. See what it looks like. You guys keep rolling. Very nice. Now, Sylvia, don't finish with your elbow so high. Think about finish with your elbow next to your torso. Upper arm next to your torso. Yes. A little lower, ½ inch lower. And rest, guys. So let's go over that real quick. If you're to drive your elbow way up here, I know you have that range of motion. Now the squeeze is up in those traps here, right? If you put your hand back here on those lats, there's nothing really happening if you bring that elbow so high. Now, if you bring that elbow tight to the body, elbows tight to your torso, and finish tight with that upper arm next to your back, Feel that muscle fire a bit more as you squeeze it in there. It changes quite a bit, right? So different muscle groups. If you want to develop more here in those trap areas, then you can pull up a little higher, right? The higher those elbows are, the more it's going to hit up here. The lower they're down here, the more it's going to work on those lats. And we want those lats to help stabilize your upper back. So think about where that pull is going to be. Here, you keep driving it way back here, you lose it here, right? So bow forward, hit your back to 45 degrees, right? 45 degrees to the back, right around there. Good. And finish with that elbow. Try to hit your elbow to your hip every single time. 3. Yes, good, Denise. Yeah, we're gonna go opposite leg now. Good. That's the motion right there, guys. 3, 2, 1. Just opposite leg now. Timer's going 30 seconds. Good. That's better. And if you need more of a squeeze there, if it's a lightweight, pause at the top a little longer. Think 3 count at the top. Hold it 3, 2, 1, and then back down slow. It's going to ask a lot out of that hip. I get it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Excellent. So we're going to go back to our backs now. Okay, laying back on our backs in that bridge position. 1 dumbbell only. 1 dumbbell only. So I'm going to have Adam show us what it looks like. So bridge it up. Now he's going to have his weight in his right hand here. Okay? Or left hand. Doesn't matter. He's choosing. Your choice. So we're going to do a press. Okay, so we're going to do a floor press. Hips up. Good. Press that weight up at the top. Now, we can either start here in a very strong position. We can just do a nice little press. So go ahead and do a press for me. So we're just going to do 2 reps there. Good. Now to mess him up even more, we're going to take away this leg. So if it's on his right side, yeah. So now it's going to be more challenging for him to do, right? And it's going to ask more control out of that core. He's going to do another press. Very hard to do with heavy weights, but it asks a lot out of your core to hold this position here. Left leg down, swing that right arm, okay? Right leg up. So it's going to be your choice of what you'd like to try depending on the weight that you have. You can go for 30 seconds here. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Drive them up. Press it. I'm going to challenge Adam in just a second with a lighter weight to see if you can go a little better. Because sometimes if you have a 60-pound weight in one arm and try to do that, it's too challenging for what we're asking for. Very hard motion to do. That's why we have a lighter weight if we go into this less stable position with one leg up. 5 seconds, my friends. 4, 3, 2, and rest. We're going to switch those hands out and we're going to go in 15 seconds.
This is so easy for me.
Yeah, I like it.
It is?
Now I'm going to come around and watch you.
I don't know. I'm surprised.
No, I just think 20 pounds and I can do it.
1, let's see it. Keep my butt. All right, let's see it, kids.
Okay, this is easy.
Drive your hips up higher, Allison. You're letting your butt sag. Good. Hips
Oh,
up. High as you can go. It'll ask a lot out of that standing leg. Hips up. Sylvia, hips up. There you go. Good job, Denise. It's mostly about that hip, right? Keep those hips up as high as you can, as if you had both legs on the ground. Butt up, Allison. Butt up. Good. Drive through that heel. 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest there. So let's take a little breather. Let's see what it looks like. So let's sit that right down, Adam. Now I want you guys at home to take a quick look at Adam. Now I'm going to take out the racing and a clear view. Now watch his hips. He's going to drive with both feet on the ground. Look how high they are. Okay, they're nice and straight. He has a nice straight line through his knees, to his hips, to his shoulders. There, it's a nice straight line. Now if we take a leg away, put one up, put one leg up. You should still have that nice straight line from his ankle to his hip to his shoulder. Now the hips should not drop. If the hips drop, go ahead, see what does it look like when the hips drop?
Well, I feel like whenever like you just extend one leg, your hips drop a little bit. They can help it almost.
And that's the goal right there, right? If we cannot do that quite yet with one leg, maybe we go lighter in that weight, or we just keep fighting gravity. But the back, it shouldn't look like this, right? The butt should drop, and we should have that nice straight line. That's why it's a lot easier. But it's going to ask a whole lot out of that hamstring and out of that glute to hold that little position there. So little things to think about as we come up to it when we do it again, okay?
Yeah.
So now we're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to grab our bands, and we got that nice little power press position that we started. We're going to do a rotational movement there. Okay, so Adam's going to set his up. He's going to face you in just a moment. We'll do power press. So I want you to start off with a nice little tension on that band. So when you sit that holding position, I'll tell you in just a second if you don't have a band. So he's going to find a position where he's already challenged, just holding that position. Now I want him to take the leg that's closest to the anchor point back behind him. Good. So now he's a staggered stance with his feet. One foot's in front of the other, right? Bring that other foot back just a little bit more, or one forward. There you go. So now there's a staggered stance. So now we're going to move in a rotational movement. So he's going to do small little hits from there. So he's always going to return hands back to the middle, not letting that tension off. And it's going to be very challenging for him. He's got really thick hands in it, and he can't move far. That's kind of what I want. But it's going to ask a lot over here as he twists. Woo, look at that. As he hits, the boy had his shirt off. You guys would be amazed. Okay, so that's going to be our motion. Very small motion. So when you start, hands out, chest height, and we're just going to do this nice small motion. So I want enough tension on there where we can do that, and it's challenging for you. If you don't have a band, we can go to a side plank position, and we can do a nice little plank rotation, side plank, rotate, okay? Reach underneath, rotate up, right? Reach underneath, rotate. If that's too hard, just hold that side plank here. Okay? So those will be our movements. Those will be our movements. We're going 20 seconds per movement. We've been doing 20 seconds for a long time. We're bumping up to 25. 25 seconds today. So make it so when you're in this starting position, foot closest to the anchor point is back, staggered stance. Okay, make sure there's enough tension here. And then when we hit away, there's more tension. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Make it challenging. Make it challenging. Good. Make it challenging. We're going to swing that out just for you guys at home. Make it look pretty. There you go. He's just hitting straight across. Good, Allison. Good, Denise. You want small motions? Good. It's also going to ask a lot of those hips that we've been working on too. I'm going to ask you, is that what's working too? Yeah, good. And rest. That's your 25 seconds. We added 5 seconds to figure out what we're doing with all these power press motions. So now you can see the backside, see what it looks like in 5, 4, 3, 2. Work on that rotational movement now. Good. He's going to hit away. Good. That's it. Stagger your feet a little bit more, Allison. Bring that back foot back some more. Just bring your right foot back. There you go. Good. And make that left leg load a bit more. Keep it up. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Excellent, Sylvia. Well done with those. And rest there. All right. Nice job, guys. So we're going to come back up with your dumbbell. We got that single leg row. You can use the bench. You can use your couch. You can use the floor. Whatever you want to use. We're going 30 seconds. Foot elevated on the floor or off the ground. Okay. Ground being the most secure. Foot being up on the bench or couch, a little bit more challenging. So whatever foot is up, if it's on that right side, if your right foot is up, you're going to put the weight in your right hand. So just think about bowing forward, nice straight back, row, finish with that upper arm next to your torso in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Good. That's it, Sylvia. Good. Allison, I'm just going to ask you to bow a little bit lower. Good. Now let's do it. Excellent. Good. So it turns it less into an upright row. So trying to get less in the traps, more in the lats. That's it. 5 seconds, kids. Excellent. And rest. Shake it out. I know it's going to ask a lot out of those hips just to hold that stable position. You're just getting a little love from that upper body. Okay, most of that work is being done on that hip just because all the things we did prior to this. Now, if we did a lot of upper body movements, you probably feel more in the lats. We're going to go in 5. Sylvia, step out a little further. One more. There you go. 3. Bow down. 2. Nice flat back, and let's grow. Good. Bow down a little more, Allison. Good. That's the position right there. Now, if you guys can, if you need that hand there for extra stability, that's okay. If not, put it on your hip. Put your hand on your hip, your extra free hand on your hip. So we're not pushing off your free hand. Okay, you want that core to fire. There you go. You put it on your hip, you can put it out to the side, whatever you want. Just try not to brace something if you don't need it. And rest there. Good job, guys. Laying on our backs. Laying on our backs now. Choose what you want to work on. Can we hold that single leg bridge? Now, if you can do it for 5 seconds, 2 to 5 seconds, then go back to both legs. That's the position you want to keep it in, Allison. If you can keep those hips high like that, stay there. Now, as soon as the hips start to fall, bring the other leg down so we can still maintain that bridge position. Yes. Yes. Good, Denise. We're going to go on 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. So we can even modify it a bit more if we needed to. So instead of keeping it up the whole time, we can go everything down, right? Sorry, everything up, everything comes back down. Everything comes back up, everything comes back down. If we just need a little bit more of a break. So here's a modification we can do to make it a little more doable for the 30 seconds. Going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then rest there. Good. We'll bring it 15 seconds off. So yes, we'll ask a lot of that hamstring, which is the back side of your thigh. Ask a lot of that stabilizing move. 2, 3, 2, 1. Reach up nice and high, and reach it that opposite leg. Everything down at once if you need it. Adam's just gonna roll through it. We'll see how he does. It's a challenging position. It's a lot lighter than what he normally can bench because it's so hard to maintain that position there. Hips up, Allison. Hips up, drive them up. If not, put that opposite foot down. Hip up, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. All right. Standing back up. How off? How often that twist? Remember, 25 seconds. If you don't have that band, we're doing that side plank and that rotation. Choose what side you want to start with. Hands are going to go about chest height. He's going to make it already challenging when he's in that standing position. Now, whatever foot is closest to the anchor point is back. Okay? So whatever foot is closest.
Hey, Pete, are we turning our torso? Like that's what we're working out. We're not working our upper arm body, right? We're like using our.
It's that torso. We're working that core right now.
Okay.
It's like a side plank, right? So when he twists, go ahead, twist for us. Yeah. It's not a lot of upper body, right? That should be that torso. Notice what he did too, Denise. His bands are doubled up like this too. So if you have just one long one, go ahead, let that go. And it says like one long one, it's going to be a lot easier to do. So he doubled up. So if you want to make it more challenging, so instead of just like stretching it out as far as it can, double up on the bands, kind of like this. Makes it a lot more challenging to move. All right, we're gonna go in 5, 4, 3. You might not be able to move quite as far. 25 seconds. Stance. Rotation, 25 seconds here. Should be very challenging to hit. Good, now he's gonna go quick. So let's go quick. Hit my hand nice and quick. Tap it, go. Always return back to the middle. Don't let it go so far back. Good, slow it down. Good, and rest. That's it. He's gonna face the other way now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's get it one more time. Let's go get that twist. Excellent. Get that nice slow return. I'm going to challenge Adam in a moment too. For his last 10 seconds, he's going to hit away quick, but return slow. He's going to think about hitting away quick and returning slow. Here we go. Ready? That's what it's going to look like. He's going to hit the hands, hit quick, return slow. Hit quick, return slow. 3, 2, 1, rest. Over you guys. Take it. He's getting his one. It's good. All right. Already 10 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So a lot of hip work today. A lot of lower leg work today. A lot of balancing, that catching motion, right? Whether it's sideways, whether it's forward, whether it's rotating, all those motions we kind of did. We did a lot of stabilization through the hips. We also did some pushing and some pulling motions today. So you guys are fantastic. So we're just gonna kind of cool down some now and start standing, finish how we kind of started, right? So we're just gonna bring a knee up, stretch those legs out, take your time, you can hold it a little longer this time. And I got a way of not working out today. It's good and not good, I'm gonna say. I'd rather do it now than do it later. But I appreciate my mom. Yeah. Did a great job. Okay, we're gonna cradle that foot now. So we're gonna grab the ankle, pull that knee up towards your chest. So it's all about pulling that knee up too, so you get that nice little posterior stretch on that knee. Grab the ankle, pull it up, and switch. Nice work, you guys. Keep going.
Oh.
Good.
Backside
So
workout.
we're gonna step forward, push the hip forward, grab the legs out front, we're gonna rotate to that side. So step, push that hip forward, rotate, get that nice little hip flex and stretch. Step, push that hip forward, rotate to the opposite side. Good. We're gonna finish off with some down dogs. So I'll show you the side view. You all know what those look like. So we're just gonna shoot our hips into that down dog position. Hold that stretch. Try to push your heels to the ground. Push your knees back behind you. Hold that stretch. Then we're gonna walk the dog in a second. So we're just gonna lift one heel up, pushing the opposite to the floor, and then we're gonna switch it. Push the opposite heel on the floor. Lift the other one. Push that knee backwards, and let's pump those heels, and let's just start a walk. But once you finish that walk, try to push your knee backwards. Try to get that heel closest to the ground. Check that again. Okay. I always repeat myself like 10 times. I think I treat everybody like not paying attention. He doesn't feel that. Good, let's go on into this nice little squatting position. Get down low. Put our hands, our elbows against our knees. Push out, push those elbows out against the knees. Get that nice little bony stretch. I like to put my hands down on the floor and put my fingers just outside of my feet so I can really just leverage it and push out against with my elbows against my knees. Just holding that nice bony stretch. A little froggy stretch.
Ah,
There you go. That's a good ribbon. Is that a curl? 3, 2, 1, come on up. Let's shake them out, my friends. Nice work. 2 claps for you. That's what you get. Well done. Good stuff, everybody.
thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a good focus today. I thought that was a good focus today. Thanks.
Yeah, I really didn't want to exercise, but now I'm glad I did.
What? You want to exercise with us? Come on now. You love us, though.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not. I've heard that way too many times in my life. I don't like where this is going, Sylvia. It's not you, it's me.
Oh my gosh.
Glad you did it, though.
What's our schedule for next week? I may or may not be here Wednesday, but
Monday, Wednesday, we're here. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean, that's like I've got family in town all week. And Friday I'm gonna take off because that's their last day in town, and I got to drop off at the airport and all that kind
Cool.
of stuff.
Okay.
So I will not be here Friday.
okay.
We'll probably go on Friday, so.
Monday,
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
All right.
Monday, Wednesday. Okay.
Cool.
Friday is your walk, bike ride, have a good time day. Next week,
Okay.
we're here this Friday though. We're here this Friday.
Okay. We'll see
All
you on
right.
Friday. All
All
right.
right,
Bye.
guys.
Thanks, you guys.
Hey,
Bye,
great
have
work.
a good day.
Woo.
See ya. Ciao.